Hello, I'm on to another Walking Dead video. So today I want to do a death predictions for The Walking Dead Season 11 Part B. This is episodes 9 to 16, and I'm going to go through the list of all the characters and kind of say if I think they're going to die in Part B or survive. And if you disagree with my list and you think, oh, that guy's definitely going to die, I probably do think they're going to die as well, but I think it'll be a Part C thing, and I'll get to Part C in a separate video. This is just Part B and who I think will Part B. And to make it easier, I'm going to break this down to 4 groups, okay? So we're going to start off with Maggie's group. That's everyone who's with Maggie to Meridian. Then we're going to do the Reapers. Then we're going to do the Alexandria people. And then we're going to do the Commonwealth. So we're going to break this down to 4 different sections. And if I miss someone out, I've probably forgotten them, or I think they're basically not an important enough character to be on this list. If I miss them out, I probably think they're going to survive, and they're probably either going to die in Part C or just survive completely. So let's get right into this. Now, here we are at first with Maggie's group. I'm going to start on Maggie. Guaranteed, Maggie's going to survive. The whole reason, well, they just got Maggie back this season. They're not going to kill her off, and I feel like they've killed off too many of the comic characters. I think they're going to keep Maggie around just so they can have one character get their comic ending. So Maggie's guaranteed to survive. Daryl, we know he's getting a spin-off show. He's going to survive. Negan, I think he's going to be injured, but I don't see him dying because he's such a beloved character. And with The Walking Dead have an issue of they kind of got no lead characters. Negan's kind of the closest, in my opinion. I don't think they're going to kill Negan off in Part B. I don't know about Part C, but Negan's guaranteed to be safe in Part B. I feel like he's got a lot to do. He's got a lot to do with Herschel, a lot to do with Judith. He has a lot of a role to play, so guaranteed Negan will survive Part B. Now let's move on to Elijah. I think Elijah is going to die just because he's such a small character. I feel like they can kill him off, and they probably do want to have more casualties to the Reaper Rock. So this character was introduced for the Reaper Rock. I don't see him having any point after the Reaper Rock. Elijah is guaranteed to die. I feel like they've even showed in like that little sneak preview that he does get badly injured by like fireworks and the Hwacha, whatever you call it, Hwacha. He gets badly injured, but I feel like he is gonna die and bleed out kinda in episode 9. He's gonna be the first casualty of Part B, I think. Guaranteed episode 9 Elijah dies. I think he's gonna bleed out or something, or he gets blown up, or he sacrifices himself. I don't think it's to be sacrificed. I feel like he's just gonna be blown up and bleed out. That's what I think is gonna happen to Elijah. He's guaranteed to die, doesn't have any purpose. Now, Alden. I also think Alden is going to die. He was kind of set up to die. We knew he was going to die, how badly injured he was in episode 3. And we all thought, oh, he's going to be episode 8 death. He was in episode 8. And I think with episode 9, because you always have one episode bigger than the other, make episode 9 a big episode, have 2 character deaths. And I feel like after they finish the fight in episode 9 and they try and make their way back to Alexandria, they stop by the church and they find Alden dead in there. The Reapers found him and killed him. Or they find him strung up in the Reaper place at some point, just dead. It's guaranteed to be found dead, and the Reapers got to him after the heroes left him at the church in episode 3. I also can see us maybe being pushed to episode 10 because we know the Reaper Rock ends in episode 10, so they could have back-to-back episode deaths. I am more inclined for episode 10, to be honest, than episode 9. I feel like there's quite a lot of deaths, and The Walking Dead's not very good at doing that, so I feel like episode 10 is Alden's death. Now at Gabriel, and basically everyone and their mum knows Gabriel was basically foreshadowed to die in Part B. He's basically gonna get Dwight's comic death, because Dwight's no longer on the show. They kind of put Gabriel down that path, and he's been foreshadowed since the end of the Reaper arc, like with the water tower in 10C, and Rosita foreshadowing his death, saying she's having a dream about a man being shot in the head. Like, that's Gabriel. I originally thought Aaron was going to kill Gabriel. I was very convinced. And then Rosita had her foreshadowing of like, oh no. And I think it's actually Rosita is going to shoot Gabriel. And Gabriel was guaranteed to get Dwight's comic death. If I had to put an episode on Gabriel's death, I think episode 15 or 16. Like, I am very sure 15, just because Angie Chang always does the episode before the big one. Except for season 11, every season before, she's always done big character moments, not on episode 8 or 9, like not on the last 2 episodes. So I'm very confident episode 15, but if it's not episode 15, episode 16, guaranteed. Now that is the end of Maggie's group. Let's move on to the Reapers, and kind of the only thing we got here is Carver and Leah, and I'm thinking Carver dies episode 8. Negan's going to kill Carver. We've had some shots of Maggie being chased by Carver, and Negan comes out. Negan's going to kill Carver episode 9. And Leah, we know Leah's going to die in episode 10 just because that's the end of the Reaper arc, and the actor said she only filmed up to episode 10. So Leah's probably going to die by Daryl's hands. I think that's going to happen. Like, maybe they run back to Alexandria, the Reapers follow them, what's left of the Reapers, and then Maggie gets into a scuffle with her and kills her. That's what I think is going to happen with the Reapers. They're going to die episode 9 and episode 10, those two. Now let's move on to the Alexandria group, and straight up, Carol, we know she can't die because she's got a spin-off show. Connie, she's just come back. I know she can't die. That means Kelly can't die. I don't think with them reuniting Connie and Kelly can't die. Magna, I was originally placing her to go take kind of Dwight's role and die that way, but now because they give it to Gabriel, I think Magna's just kind of going to do nothing. She's probably going to reunite with Yumiko. Like, she's so going to survive. Who else? We got Aaron. I don't think Aaron's going to play much of a role this season, to be honest. I feel like he's going to have a bigger role in 11C, but he's going to do basically nothing in 11B. So he's guaranteed to survive. Rosita, she's going to survive. I feel like she'll play a big role in the Commonwealth. And I feel like she is going to guaranteed to survive. Now, Judith, going to survive. I don't think they were going to kill off Judith. They killed off Carl and they immediately time jumped so they could age up Judith. Judith is guaranteed to survive. Her plot armor, in my opinion, is even thicker than Daryl's, and Daryl's is thick. Judith can't die. Okay, so now we have Virgil, and I'm very sure Virgil's going to survive. You know, I feel like his story's over. If they were going to kill him off, it would have been in 11-6. So with him just surviving to 11B, I feel like Virgil's going to survive just to be there to, like, kind of torment Judith, to be like, I know where your mum went, I know where your dad is, and kind of like that. I feel like that's the whole purpose of Virgil now. Now we move on to Jerry. Jerry's a tricky one. I'd put Jerry in a maybe, however, with 11B in my head playing out, I feel like Reaper arc into episode 10, and then we have kind of the build up to the revolution, which is going to be intense 11C. I feel like not much is going to happen between episode 10 and episode 15, like 11, 12, 13, and 14, I feel like going to be very dull episodes. So where would they kill him off? So I'm very confident. I'm kind of unsure, though. He's definitely, I can see him dying, but I don't think it'll be 11B. So Jerry is safe, just because I feel like where the story's going, not much is going to happen. So there's no point for Jerry dying. I just feel like he's going to die because how final Ezekiel and Jerry's like goodbye was in season 10. I just don't think it's this part. So Jerry's going to survive, but slap that on, I'm very unsure he's safe. Now, moving on to Herschel, he's guaranteed to survive. I think Herschel has a very big role to play in part C of season 11, I think, with Negan. And Lydia, I feel like she's just going to be around, just like how she was just around in the comics and kind of did nothing after the Whisperer War. She's just going to be exactly the same in the show. I feel like she's not going to die, she's just going to be there, kind of doing nothing. Now, I'll move on to the Commonwealth part of the characters. Let's go through the first 4 heroes. So the first one, Eugene, guaranteed to survive. I feel like he has a lot to do. The Commonwealth was basically built around him, the arc, and I feel like he's going to make it to the end. Yumiko, she's going to take Michonne's arc, so she cannot die. We have Princess. She's guaranteed to survive because she's brand new. I don't think they're going to kill off Princess. She's quite liked character, and they're like, oh no, we're going to do quite a lot of Princess, so she's going to survive. And then we have Ezekiel. Originally, I thought Ezekiel would die. I was very confident on Ezekiel dying, but then Yumiko's brother, Tommy, is a thoracic surgeon, which is a throat doctor. It's basically said that Ezekiel is not going to die, he's going to have his throat fixed, he's going to be cured of cancer, just because the doctor that needs to cure him is in the show. It's very miraculous that Tommy is exactly what Ezekiel needs, and I feel like it's kind of going to happen. I do see Ezekiel getting really sick in part B, but Tommy's going to step in near the end and save him. That's what I think is going to happen. Talking about Tommy, I feel like Tommy could die maybe at the end, just kind of being a casualty. Maybe he saves Ezekiel in, let's say, episode 13 or 14, and then Pamela's not very happy, or Sebastian messes around, and Tommy ends up somehow dying. Now, talking about Mercer, I think Mercer's definitely going to survive. Definitely Pamela and Sebastian both can't die. The arc is just kind of getting going. I feel like they are not going to be casualties at all. I don't think they even die in the comics, so they're safe. The only of the bad guys I do feel like could maybe die is Lance. I have a little feeling that Lance has a chance of dying. I feel like he's definitely going to die in season 11. I don't know if it's part B or C, but he's got a maybe. I'm very confident he's going to die, but I don't know if it's in part B. So he's a maybe on him. I don't know if he's safe, but it's a maybe. Now, those are my predictions. Do you think I missed anyone? I'm pretty sure I've kind of got everyone that matters. Like, you could probably miss out. Be like, you missed out Luke, but Luke is not in this. I don't think he's going to come back in this part. So, he's not going to get a prediction. I feel like I got everyone. Do you agree with them? Do you disagree? Like, do you think any other characters are going to die? Do you think some of the characters I said are going to die are going to survive? Please tell me down below. And if you want more videos, feel free to subscribe so you get up to date with everything I do, and look on the screen if you want more videos. I'm guaranteed you'll find something else you like. So goodbye, peace out, and I'll talk to you at a later date.